bullshit.
Yeah, he like, hold on. Woke up in defense mode.
Start boxing.
Yeah. My subconscious is like, not today. The damn show, not tomorrow. We are not doing this.
This is definitely not going down. Hey.
What?
That's how dude be when he wake up. Like, yo. Oh, all right.
Oh man.
Better back up, man.
Hey Jake.
What's up?
We you know what time it is. You know what time it is, man. You know what's up. We live and direct in this bitch.
Yeah, I know. I was getting a little more, trying to do a little more shit talking in between, but yeah, it was time to do it. It was time. But like Big Tone said, you know what I'm saying? We here live and direct. Mask Off episode 63, Sign of the Times. I'm your host, Mask Off Jake. You know what I'm saying? And right, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Dan. Right below me is the homie, big dog, Big Tone. What up?
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. The lives that are black, ladies and gentlemen, they matter. I'll let you go.
For sure. Right next to him is the homie, the young bull, Malachi. What up, though?
What's the word, y'all? I don't know.
Everybody tried out new taglines.
Feeling like a D-boy today. Count 20 G's in my D-boy stance.
All right.
What up, though?
It's going everywhere.
Right above him is the man on the ones and twos, the producer, the El Presidente. Dan, what up, though?
Yes, sir. That's my thing. Well, that was Rip's thing. Rip Hamilton's thing. I just got.
Yes, sir. He did. Rip Hamilton, right?
He used to say that all the time.
Yeah. He tried to make that a trademark thing to the point where, like, at the games, like when he scored, they're like, Rip Hamilton. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you know they say I look like Rip.
You don't got this fucking big ass head. That should be something. Whoa. Put that
They look like Rip. You feel me?
You look like retired basketball Rip.
That's what I'm saying. I look like Rip now. Like,
are you saying this as like a compliment?
Yes, sir.
Jake, please get this show back on the tracks.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of that, let's get right into it. The homie Malachi, you know what time it is. Go ahead and give him that motivational minute.
Yes, sir. What's good, y'all? Today's motivational minute is about using every opportunity as a means of growth. Through life, we come through obstacles, we come through setbacks, we come through things of refining, and you want to use every opportunity, every situation, every conversation as a way to grow you and to look for some wisdom out of that. If you're having a bad day, it's really not a bad day. It's just a major opportunity for growth, to expand your patience and expand your understanding of life. So that's how you let life flow to you, by using it for your advantage with these downfalls and these shortcomings, by using them as a way to grow yourself. And that's your motivational minute.
Thank you, Malachi, for the infinite jewels as usual.
Welcome.
Real stuff,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Is that any thoughts on that, fellas?
Yeah, real. Yeah, that's a real shit there. See, most of the time it's like you're constantly thinking that like when you fail, it's like you're just done.
Yes.
Like there's not much to learn from that. But that's just you just trying to try stuff out and learn. So it's like keeping that mindset. I mean, that's the goal, right?
Yeah, it is. It's much more beneficial that way. Because other than that, you'll just go beat yourself up. Like today, I'll be transparent. I didn't start my day as early as I needed to, and I was up, but I just didn't get going. So the business that I had to take care of got pushed back. And this paint job that I did, which I could have finished today, having that extra time that I had in the morning, I would have finished and I wouldn't have had to go back tomorrow. But now I have to go back early tomorrow in the morning, and now it just pushes everything back. So instead of beating myself up, it's like, okay, now you see why you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So let's add it to the game. You feel me?
Yeah,
You gotta do that.
yeah. But then the next step is like you can't repeat it,
Right?
Because then you just get into this whole cycle of shit. I did this again. God
Yes.
damn it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then you're just doing the same dumb shit and getting the same results.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything. A lot of people and a lot of people need to understand, like, people are afraid to admit being wrong or making a mistake or whatever, and you gotta let that go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're human. We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Just take like every mistake is like, look at a mistake as like gold or something, a gem. You learn something from it. That's how you gotta look at it. Pretty much that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to sound more articulate with it, but y'all know what I'm trying to say or whatever, I guess.
Just let me help you out. Take moments where if you make a mistake or something, take it as a learning experience, so you can move forward and gain it. Take it as a nugget that you learned from that you could apply to the future. Is that what you kind of alluding to, my brother?
Yeah, exactly. That's yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, and also just don't let the mistake like define you or whatever, because we all make them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you let it define you, you make an even bigger mistake. You make it even worse.
Yeah. Don't make it like a person. like don't mark it down as like something that you did. Like, man, I'm just a piece of shit now. All that. Yeah, you got to separate it from yourself.
And it has to be a balance, because if you're too easy on yourself, so it's like, all right, it don't really matter, then you're not going to learn a lesson. You won't get refined. But if you're too hard, you're just condemning and you're not making growth. You just beating yourself up.
Yeah.
And also, don't listen to, and it's very hard to listen to other motherfuckers, like when they like if you make a mistake and they never let you let it down and shit like that. That's another thing too. Don't listen to them, because they ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying? Not meaning that you ain't shit, but you know what I mean. Like, they make mistakes too. You know what I'm saying? So don't fuck all that.
Good point.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, it brings me to the fact about a friend of ours called Von Wink. So, fuck you. I want to put that out there. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. But yes, thank you for that, Malachi, Motivation Man. Thank you for that. Let's hit the comments. See what's popping in the comments. Anything, Malachi or Tone?
I got I don't know which one I'm in, but I got Don Core, Deep Sea Archie. What up, though, homie? Good to see you. Say, why you look sleep, Tone? Well, I am a little tired, but we're gonna push through. Thank you for your concern. No, I'm not doing no dose or any drugs to keep me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking this one eye wink at a time, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? And I gotta work tonight, so I'm in it to win it. Let's go. Let's get it.
I got in our chat, Mask Off chat, DJ Touch in the building. She said, good evening.
DJ Touch is in the motherfucker.
Touch, what up, though?
DJ Touch. Happy birthday, DJ Touch.
Happy birthday, DJ Touch.
Happy birthday.
She said, just came on to say Malachi is taller in person. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the smooth talk fool you. Say that. Yeah, I'm definitely taller in person.
All right, you like it a little too much.
Yeah,
it's like my boy from New York. He just visited us over the weekend. He's a part of the characters, and his name is Steven Strickland. He just came in town over this past weekend, and we got a chance to kick it. And so he said the same thing. He's like, "You taller than I thought you was." I'm like, "Hey man, you know."
I saw that, Daniel. That's exactly what that was.
Well, the question that we need to ask, like, why do people think you're short?
That's a better.
Yeah.
Like it is
What,
no
yeah,
respect.
what on here makes him look short?
Well, that could be because like most like Hollywood stars like are like randomly short.
That's true.
like for
That's
some
true.
reason they're all short.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like, man, he look good on screen, but I know he only 5'3".
But yeah, anything else in the comments, guys?
Random side note on height and stuff. I saw Meet the Blacks and Michael Duvall and Mike Epps are in the film. And I was looking at their height difference. I'm like, I knew Lil Duval was short, but I didn't know he was that short. And I knew Mike Epps was kind of tall, but I didn't know he was that tall. Mike Epps is like 6'2". Lil Duval like 5'4", something like that, 5'3". So random note.
I didn't know Mike Epps was that tall. Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I said. He don't look that tall on screen, right? Mm-hmm. So it's weird. It's a toss up.
yeah.
Any other comments for us, old fellas? Or no. That's it. All right, cool. Thank you. Thanks for everybody.
Hold on. He's trying to go in. Don Court, DC Archie just said, Tone looks like he's a driver at Checker Cab. Oh, okay. We going. Okay. we going. Okay. You know, I wake up for the bullshit, nigga.
The yellow boy, you got the yellow van.
I'm rocking my Black Lives Matter shirt, you know, in celebration for Bill Cosby getting out of prison on some bullshit. Let's go. Let's get it. I mean, yeah.
So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving to our group discussion. You already know what to do. Wake up for this, Tone.
Group discussion.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What the fuck is that?
You were talking about you were gonna do this. You had this whole new face for the group discussion, and you were gonna bring up like you had a whole plan, Jake. What happened?
Oh, plan. I didn't have what face you talking about? Oh, you talking about this dumb shit that you talking about that dumb shit? I was just playing. I don't know. Anyway, forget all that. Yeah, but the group discussion for this week, you know what I'm saying? Derek Chauvin, the verdict, he got 22 and a half years. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he got justice. Hopefully he does the full 22 and a half years. We'll see about that. But we're going to talk about that and get everybody's thoughts and feelings on the verdict. I'm going to shoot it to my homie Malachi for this first. Thoughts on the situation, like when you first heard the verdict?
Oh yeah, sigh of relief. Also, kind of like, you know, it's one of those weird things because you never know. You never know with them. You just don't know. And so, of course, it was expected, but to get it in reality, it's like, okay, good. Then you happy that he just got something, and then you got mixed emotions because you're like, man, he could have got more. You feel me? So you kind of like I said, mixed emotions. I'm like, man, he should have had more for real. But my biggest thing on this is the history being made of it. This is the first time in Minnesota history that a white person was convicted of murder of a black person, an officer actually. So I think that alone says a lot. You know what I'm saying? That alone like solidifies this verdict in history, and it's a real good step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? A really, really good step in the right direction for this being the first conviction of that magnitude. So that's a real good thing. And also this was the first trial that was televised live like that. So I think that was they're being more candid with it. They're being more open with it, and that's good, you know. So let's continue to build upon this progress. Let's continue to hold people accountable, hold these officers accountable for their actions as you would any other human, as you would African-American people. So I think that was the biggest thing, that the history being made of it and the monumentalness of this moment overall. So, but I don't, you know, George Floyd didn't lay his life down for this, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. So, you know, it's a fine line. You know, yes, history was made, but it wasn't like George Floyd was trying to be a revolutionary. You feel me? He just was being a black man, and he shouldn't have lost his life. So history is made, yes, but it's not because of George Floyd. It's more of where we should already be doing, this accountability.
Tom?
First of all, that was very dynamic. Your words, Malachi, I appreciate everything you just said.
Thank
you. But what I want to say is that, I'm tired of, when it comes to black people, it's always a first. It's a first that we able to see some type of justice that look like something, that feels like something, that shaped around something, but in actuality, it's a big fart burger. And what I mean by fart burger is let's look at 22 years. 22 years with the possibility of 15 years, he may get out. No. Some people say he should have got more time. Some people say he should have got less time. Some people say he shouldn't have got no time at all. On a consensual scale of black people speaking in the hood, everywhere I was taught, they say that 22 years is not enough time he should have got. I totally agree. I feel like he should have got exactly what he did. He took a man's life, you know what I'm saying, with no regard for what's going on. He disregarded all types of inquiries to stop. You had a off-duty fire person tell you, hey, look, EMT tell you, look, get off this guy. You know what I mean? He waved them off. Even when he stopped breathing, he said, no, we got this. I got this. And he continued to kill him. So he should get life in jail. You take a life, you replace that life with your life. I've said this many times before. I feel like if America, United States of America, took on practices which are acceptable in other continents, we wouldn't have the issues that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you steal somewhere, they chop off your fucking arm. You know what I mean? Like, if you take a life, the family gets to take your life. We would be more conscious. We'd be more conscientious of the fact that, hey, look, we got to figure out something. I'm going to think about police reform. I'm going to think about, maybe we need to pour more money and get into more training. First of all, you go through training as a police officer. Why I need to train you again? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, why I got to retrain you to stop killing people that don't look like you?
Yeah.
And we seen time and time again of how there's a big discrepancy between skin color in our United States of America. You see, there's a major discrepancy. When it's a black person, they're totally aggressive. When it's a white person, they use kid gloves. And I've never heard of any white-on-white violence that comes with policing. It's always white-on-black crime. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things has to change. And I just feel like, we as black people, we start settling for the bullshit because what does the media do? The media perpetuates this thing, like Malachi was saying, that George Floyd family, and they keep showing his daughter, and the little country baby keep talking, and I'm like, quit showing her, quit exposing her to all this shit. My daddy, he used to go ahead and he used to play jumping jack with me. No, we don't need to make this into a charity case. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the images in which media perpetuate, when it comes to us, like we completely helpless to everything. You know what I'm saying? We need help from the so-called dominant society to invoke justice. We just need you to fucking do what you do to your own people.
Right.
Give us a fair trial. That's all we asking you. Do things that is fair across the board. And that's why I said
don't fucking harass us. Don't fucking harass us for being black. Don't fucking don't use excessive force for shit that doesn't need excessive force. If I'm not threatening your life, or if I don't have a fucking weapon on me, don't do shit like that. I want to talk about the ass backwards system though. Like, okay, like, so yeah, Derek Chauvin, he got 22 and a half years for killing George Floyd. He should have got more, should have got life, real talk. But this conviction, you know, is like, I'm looking at a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of people in jail that shouldn't be in jail for nonviolent offenses, and they in there for life. Like, there's people in jail in life for marijuana. You know what I'm saying? And that shit's legal now, cuz. You feel me? Like, it's just a lot of ass backward shit. And the fact is, like, Derek Chauvin probably will get out in probably like 10 years, you know, for a murder. Whereas a lot of black people in jail on drug charges, nonviolent offenses, drug charges. You know what I'm saying? Drugs that, you know what I'm saying, America allowed to be in this country and flooded our communities with. But we getting thrown under jail for that shit. And he only get 22 and a half years, and he's probably going to do less time and get out. Same thing with like same thing with like rapists. There's rapists. There's rapists who will get caught, and then they'll do time. Probably they'll probably get like 10 years. They'll do 3 for good behavior, and they get out and they rape somebody else. And this time they just don't rape. They kill the girl.
But Jake, you got to look at the system too. The system, what it does is it see the mistake and it changes the mistake. You can go all the way back to Trayvon Martin, and Zimmerman wasn't even a cop, but because how he identifies with being white in today's society, you know what I'm saying? What they do, they took that as a learning experience, and what they do, we talked about this in a motivational minute. They changed it. You know what I'm saying? They took an L from that and they changed it. They actually took a win. You know what I'm saying? They took that win, and what they did, they revamped the system to where it looked like somebody getting something, but they didn't get anything. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Amber Guygen. We all know that situation. She walks into the guy's house, kills him, said that he's in her apartment when she was clearly wrong. And then what they do, they gave her how many years? 4 fucking years? 1 and 4, Dan? Then they give her 4 fucking years or some shit like that. Oh, you on mute. So I don't know. I know they didn't give her a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So
slap on the wrist.
Yeah, they gave her a slap on the wrist. Them motherfuckers even hugging and kissing her. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start looking at how all this shit that you seeing in front of you is connected. It's not just some bullshit. Yeah, they gave him 22 years with a possibility of him being out of 15. With him going to a federal prison, you know what I'm saying? Skating that shit out instead of him going to a state. He don't want to be around nobody because you know they're going to fuck him up. You are do federal time, you ain't around nobody. What's your officer? You got an ability to get fucking good behavior. Come out on probation or parole. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. The system is completely ass backwards. With us being the forefront as the perpetuators of a lot of shit that constantly go into the revolving door of what the system stands for. It ain't built for nobody else but us.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Dan, you got any thing to add?
Not much. Y'all kind of hit the point. Y'all kind of hit the points there. Geiger, I looked it up while you were talking. She got a sentence of 10 years, which will then she can get out before that. And they were pretty upset as well as like they wanted a life sentence there too. So like y'all points are right there. I guess the one thing I would want to say is that I was watching just this YouTuber guy. He's a defense lawyer, like this white guy, and he's he's kind of blown up now because he watches like a bunch of drill shit, and like he just makes like a YouTube like a YouTube react to it. So like he watches like a bunch of like King Von stuff. But the point was is that he's based near like where this whole Chauvin George Floyd case like occurred too. So he was talking with somebody, and he was like, he broke down like this was like at least 3 weeks to a month ago. He was like, oh yeah, I knew, like I know the judge there. I saw that case because I know this judge. I'm pretty sure he's going to get 23 years, and this is going to occur. Like he knew it down to the science, and the fact that it came up again was just like wow. Like, so like this guy, he's a defense lawyer. He kind of helps folks inside these cases, mostly like black folks there. But my mind went to it's just like most of this work, most of the sentence and stuff. This is just like personal friendly stuff because of like the lawyer. My God, Malachi is passing out over there. But like most of the sentences and stuff is just like the lawyer and the judge are friends, and they talk and they just kind of figure stuff out there. And it's you start to see how the privilege works, right? So yeah, so like you got this white judge, you got this white defense lawyer. Then like they start to talk a bit. Then like let us say the person they're trying to get off, that's a white guy too. Then like they'll all talk and they'll just go, yeah, man, just stay light, on them, and that's the sentence that goes. So it's so just hearing them talk just made me think about that, and just like how much like behind the scenes stuff there that like you just don't know about, like that goes into these sentences.
It make me think too, like what you saying that they sound like he's one of us, so take it like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In actuality, you should be even more harder because he's one of you, so to speak, and he did nothing to abide by the law. You know what I mean? He didn't uphold the law. And
well,
great point, Dan.
Yeah, that was a great point. And I think that also adds to what Jake was saying about the system, and that it is literally a system. You know what I'm saying? You have the people in a position of power. They are the people doing the crimes. You know what I'm saying? These major crimes. And on this level of being an officer, there's not a lot of black officers getting convicted for stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's more so these white officers killing us. You know what I'm saying? So with them being buddy rah, you know, and this goes back even further to plantation days, you know what I'm saying, and slave owners, and the slave owners being cool with other slave owners, and you know what I'm saying, make sure you keep yours on, you know what I'm saying, this and that. And then when the slave patrol came out, they was boys, you feel me? So the Ku Klux Klan, they boys with the plantation owners, you know what I'm saying? They boys with the judges there, you feel me? It's some of the class members were judges, you feel me? And some of these class members were people working class white people, you feel me? In the grocery stores, in the schools and stuff like that. You know, people's husbands were in the Klan, and they refusing, you know, black children in their classrooms, you know, all types of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's through history, it has just changed, you know what I'm saying? It's just changing forms, the same thing, just changing form. You know, it went from slavery to now being in jail.
You sound like you're saying racism is mutated.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a great way to put it.
Shape
what I'm saying.
plus on that point. So plus on that point, two things. So from like what you were saying, then like that just started to make me think about the stuff I was just talking about too. It's like we're constantly talking about like the system there, but really like the system, the structure in place is like that's just there, kind of like goes back to like the name of the show too. Like that's just the signal, that's just the symbol of we gotta like live by these rules and face the kind of consequences of like what these sentences rules are. But the thing is that white folks don't even have to be inside that system. So like they know like these secret doors to get out of that sentence. Yeah, Tom, go ahead. But then I do have one more thing I want to bring up.
What I want to kind of talk about too is, matter of fact, take your point before I get off subject. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my last point was when we got the verdict in, and we were talking about this on that show. Tone was saying something where he was like, yeah, they kind of like set this up and stuff. And when he was saying it then, like I really wasn't like, well, like you don't want to make it seem like this was all fake, because he was guilty. Like they weren't faking that point. But outside of that point, like that next week, there was like this news post that said, which was pretty much regardless of what the state found him of, like the feds were they built the case up, and like when like the feds charge you with stuff, they have like a 99% conviction rate. So it's like you're going to go to jail no matter what. So like he got that. Then like the news was like, yeah, the feds was going to take care of this no matter what too. So I just looked that up and he looks, and now this does look like he's about to take a plea deal with the feds, like for like a 20 to 25 year sentence, but it's served at the same time. It's served at the same time, so it's still the same amount of time. Yeah, Tom.
So are you saying that you gave me props about what I said?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I'm saying I didn't like the first way you were saying it, but then once I started to learn a bit more, you had a point. All right.
He was struggling to say that. Like,
He didn't want to get it out.
Hey, what Tone said earlier, I wasn't really rocking with it, but it does hold true that this is a system thing, and I guess Tone was right.
I did. I thought it was some extreme bullshit at first, but yeah. As some soul searching, you did.
Right.
That's all good. What I do want to talk about too is how the fact that the media, we talked about the media a million times on here, how the media perpetuates what they want you to see, what they want you to hear, what they want you to see. And I'm talking about how the images they project with George Floyd, they make him look like the family begging and pleading for something to take place. They start showing like George Floyd memorials and all this type of stuff. And they was really heavy on showing Biden getting behind this as soon as the verdict came, so they can say, okay, he's white and he disagrees with this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's another point I was making during the verdict, that Biden was behind it. You know he going to jail. You know what I'm saying? But you won't know. You know, but it's all show though. And you can look at it from hindsight 2020. All that shit was show. Look, I gotta do this. I just got elected in here. I gotta make it look like I'm taking a stance. What the family did was they copped pleas and they took that money because they was broke. You know what I mean? And it's how they get us too. You know what I'm saying? You kill one of us in the street, we settle for a sum of money. The family gets that sum of money. They change their life, whatever. The key thing is not to talk about Black empowerment no more.
Right.
You start talking about all us need to come together, all lives matter, all this type bullshit. When we know what it is, we know what it truly is.
Right.
My second point is they start giving symbolic gestures.
Another point.
Yeah, and then I'm going on this point. The symbolic gesture is, let's start making statues. We just talked about tearing down Confederate flag statues. Let's make a symbolic gesture of George Floyd. When we know George Floyd was a regular nigga. He was a nigga doing nigga shit. I'm gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no Malcolm X. He wasn't no Marcus Garvey. He wasn't no Martin Luther King. He wasn't Sojourner Truth. He wasn't no Black American that was doing major moves, like you said.
He was a regular motherfucker.
He wasn't even a regular motherfucker. He was a nigga doing nigga shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they made a statue of him in New Jersey. And on this statue, they got his ass on a t-shirt, sitting on a fucking bench, like he waiting at the park or he waiting for the bus. And I'm like, why are we immortalizing this guy, making him into a martyr when his case was not that at all? You know what I mean? I'm thinking because it transformed and it brought a lot of people together, but this is the wrong thing to get behind. You know, I think it's kind of disrespectful to black people in general. Well, you guys want a hero? George Floyd's your hero now. No, the fuck he ain't.
Nah.
Yeah, he ain't asked for that. He ain't asked to die.
But since you brought that up, Tone, I do want, like, what y'all think? I think her name was Darnella Frazier, the girl who recorded the whole thing on her phone.
Okay.
Is that her name? I think that's her name. But she got she won like a Pulitzer Prize for that video, for doing that.
That's dope.
And she got awarded like a $15,000 citation award, something like that. And I kind of feel weird about that too, because it's like yeah, she did a great thing, but at the same time, it's like what the like.
She didn't sign up for that.
Right. She didn't. She did it because it's fucked up.
It's
like,
injustice,
look at this. Yeah. It's injustice. That's why she did the shit.
This man is dying on screen.
And it's like,
you gotta see this.
Yeah, oh my gosh. And just the thing, if she ain't do that shit,
man, if we ain't had that video, he would have got off.
But this made me think, like, is shit really gonna change after this? Is it really? Because we saw Rodney King get his ass beat.
We saw Malice Green first get his ass kicked.
No, he got killed.
Yeah.
He got killed, didn't he?
Yeah,
he got killed. But was that on video?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was on video.
That was on video.
But the point I'm trying to make is we saw both of those brothers get killed, one get fucked up, and nothing. And what that was like 91 or 90. That was like 91. And it's like that 30 years later, shit ain't changed after that. So what's really gonna change after this shit? Like I'm really not that optimistic, to be honest with you. I'll be keep it trail with you. Go ahead.
To follow up on how things haven't changed too, they beat this nigga so fucking bad. They got him on TV. Cop it, please. Why can't we all just get along? No, ain't no damn way. You think about too. That statement alone, you think about how when things happen to these black families, the first thing they do is they will a family out there and start talking about, now y'all don't need to be looting and tearing down our neighborhood. We need to do better. Why can't we work as a people? All lives matter, baby.
Why can't we all get along? Nah, nigga, we tearing this shit up for you. Because they tearing this shit up because the injustice for you. Like, all those cops got acquitted for beating his ass. All those cops. I don't know much about the Malice Green shit. I have to do my research, Tom. Sorry. But shut the fuck up. But yeah, they told LA up because that was some injustice. That all those cops got acquitted for that shit. All I'm saying is, I don't know, man. I ain't feeling too optimistic about this shit. I do want to move on. I want to move on from this discussion. Any last thing?
One
last thing?
Girl that won the award. I mean, that's all cool. That's cool that like she won that award that stuff. But I'm personally more concerned about her safety because post event folks, they kind of they don't report it, but those folks kind of died in weird ways. So.
Yeah, and to add to that point, we go back to the Amber Guyton case. The witness of that situation died under crazy circumstances after he testified in court. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
It's real out here. I don't know everything that be taking place behind the scenes, but it's ironic enough that you when you stand up for something, you become a mark target for something else. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's the but that does it for our group discussion for this week. We're gonna hit these comments real fast.
Yeah, we got you seen that, Jake. We got DC Archie. He said that beard and no mustache. Okay, Tony, you look like you run a convenience store.
First of all, I do got a mustache. It's right there. Trying to play me. You know, so,
Right.
oh, he paying in on me. Yes,
then
indeed.
We got Ma Dukes in the building, Mabel Woodward.
Shout out to you, Mom.
She said he works the midnight shift now. She got her baby back.
Thank you, Mama.
And then she said,
I had to let him know.
Right. She said, my baby working. She said, bless you, dude.
That's when you were sneezing everywhere. She was saying, bless you.
Oh, thank you. I definitely was, man.
Yeah. There you go.
Got your back too.
Right, she do. That's a true Mom Dukes for you right there. That's what we got right now.
Anything on your end, Tone?
No, I don't got nothing, man. I unchecked. You know what? I'm gonna say this. You know, the one dude I want to see tonight, he decides he don't want to show up. But he said a lot of greasy shit I ain't like in the last show. You know, if you don't know, like these couple weeks, we've been kind of tied up in personal affairs, so we kind of been running the show a little different way. So we went live and direct, as we are tonight. So it's been some hate that's been displayed that's been having me simmering in my bones. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't been liking it. You know what I mean? So Von Wink, if you out there, what it do? Holla at your boy. East Side Bound, baby. 71 Van Dyke. Holla at your boy.
Wow. Watch you comment now. You've been watching the whole time. Watch you comment now.
Yeah.
That was a weak response. So.
Oh, now you're in a.
We're gonna move on to another topic in our quick hit for this week, which is we're gonna talk about Juneteenth and the commercialization of it. Yeah, this bullshit. I saw this. I saw a Detroit comedian who's in LA now, Jeff Horst. He posted this on Instagram, and he said that this is the fastest gentrification I've ever seen. This is nuts. Like, this is fucking terrible. Sophia with a Juneteenth flag, white woman holding a flag, a Juneteenth flag, and it's like when they first made Juneteenth a federal holiday, I didn't give a fuck really because it didn't mean shit. Because number one, they're gonna find some bullshit to try to attach to Juneteenth, some commercial ass bullshit to attach to it for everybody to like spend money on and make it about that rather than what it really is, which is the true fucking Independence Day. Actually, I can't even say that because we still kind of ain't free, but that's whatever. I don't want to go into that, but they just gonna take this holiday and make it some just making some commercial ass bullshit out of it. And also it's just like going into what we always say, like in past episodes, symbolism without substance. And quote my homie Tone, give us our fucking reparations. That's what the fuck we should really get. Fucking reparations. That's what we should get. That's my take on the shit. How do y'all feel about it?
I feel like, you could never stop saying the same thing. I don't care how many times you say it. If it comes off a little redundant, I don't care. Like you see these symbolisms and you see how they can change your culture and make it anything they want to make about your culture. They can turn it into whatever the fuck they want to. And it's considered to be okay. They've done that with hip hop. They've done that with jazz. They've done that with clothing. They've done that with style. They've done that with dancing. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to watch black people dance on Soul Train and they had rhythm. Then all of a sudden, I'm looking at Save the Last Dance, and all these fucking white people doing all this. All this synchronized dancing, which made it an international thing now. Like, this is the way people dance. And, you know, I guess being inclusive is a thing, but when it comes to black people, we can never have nothing that is ours. So Juneteenth, right? So Juneteenth, they say that is yours. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you know what advertising's going to do? They're going to start making Juneteenth sneakers. Juneteenth Nikes, they're going to start making Juneteenth shirts, Juneteenth quilts. So it's not going to be about black people no more. It's going to be what? Money. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be completely about money. Go ahead.
Yeah, to add to that, the day before Juneteenth, I think they made Juneteenth fair. I think they announced it Thursday, and I think that Friday I was working and I walked in Myers and boom, Juneteenth shirts right there, right fucking there, next to the Myers greeter, right there, greeting me and say, "Do I want a Juneteenth shirt?" Like it's like that damn fast. It's all like it's about the money. That's all it is, pretty much. Malachi, you got something on it?
Yeah. To your point, Jake, you know, this is what they've been doing. You feel me?
Yeah.
See if it goes into Christmas, to Hanukkah, to freaking Thanksgiving. You feel me? It's spend your money, spend your money, spend your money. It's not about the celebration aspect of it.
It's not.
You know, and this is just another thing of it. Okay, Juneteenth. It's just a reason to let's kick some money into this. When everybody don't even know the true reason of what it is. That lady holding that quote, she don't know what it means. She just knows it's another day that she probably don't have to work or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But it ain't about the celebration of it. It ain't about I'm making this quote to let y'all know I'm rocking with y'all. Because if you were, you'd be really rocking with us and not just making a quote. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than rap. It's deeper than rap. You feel me? And let's learn the history of it. Let's celebrate that way.
A lot of people don't know.
Let's put it into the culture. Let's put it into the history books. That's how you gonna celebrate it.
Exactly.
And one more thing.
Go ahead, bro.
I've been hearing OG say about these reparations all this time, and it's just now clicking to me of why we really need that. You know what I'm saying? And this might be a little off topic, but not really. But the average
reparations is never off topic. Go ahead.
The average white household makes $177,000. The average black household makes, I want to say, $17,000 or $7,000 a year. So it's evident right there that how far behind the curve we are, and it's evident in which the trickle down effect, because our ancestors were slavery, their ancestors been getting money. It makes sense. You feel me? So we started from zero a few generations back. They started from 10 generations back, and it's just building more wealth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great point, but I think we're showing Tony a little too much love this episode now. So
I know.
Oh my god!
You see, I said,
oh my god!
I wanted somebody to stop me. Like,
I usually call Tone a hater, but Dan takes the crown this episode.
Dan never wants me to be right about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? We all have our own viewpoints on life. You know what I'm saying? But young boy, you really bringing a lot of heavy stuff tonight. I'm actually impressed.
Thank you, OG.
Listen to an audio book or something, but I don't know if you actually did the research. But
I did my research.
Okay, shout out to you, my man.
It's evident. It's evident. So don't try to play me now.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking shit. But at the end of the day, it's all love. I really struggle with the fact that we always have to be the ones to learn everybody culture. Black people know everybody shit. It's a choice when it comes to everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, I remember seeing this black girl put on a fucking Irish shirt to celebrate fucking St. Patty's Day. And I'm like, you're not St. Pat. You know what I mean? You're not Irish. She's like, well, fuck it. I'm like, well, no, learn the history.
Yeah.
Learn these motherfuckers, man. Because trust and believe, they know us. Yeah. They know everything about us. They know us so well that they can emulate us. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that, we don't see things, and it's these black people that look like us come from somewhere different, and they don't have the same struggle. They leave wherever they was at, and they want an opinion about shit we should be doing here. So you'll have non-black Americans talk about how we should not be talking about reparations. We should try to be inclusive. When they left their fucking country, you know what I'm saying? You gave up trying to get independence for your shit, came here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you get a pass to do shit, you know what I mean? Foundational black Americans are at the bottom of the totem pole, and that has got to stop. And one of the main key points to getting us back close to being equal is reparations. Period.
Yeah. So two things. Well, on a Tone was talking about like how it's like a consistent theme through history of like white folks starting to just like steal something that black folks found cool. Just to put a little note on top of that, because it's still happening now. It was like I just read like black TikTokers, like the TikTokers like that dance on like to TikTok, they're on strike apparently because they got sick of the white TikTokers taking their stuff. Then like they blow up and like they're just kind of stuck there to like make the stuff. Then like the white folks kind of come in, make it worse, but like their stuff like grows and like blow and like gets huge, mostly just because they white. So yeah, it's still happening down to like the youth there too. So that's just wild. And then as far as like Juneteenth, yeah, your points are true. So to add like some positive to it, one thing I did see was like black folks, some black folks like we're trying to figure out the best way they should celebrate it, and like they start to learn like a bit more about it too. That's as far as my positivity can't go on it though. Yeah, Jake.
Yeah, I always want to say something. I guess it's kind of positive. I don't know, it's stupid, but I did an open mic this past Monday, and I did joke about Juneteenth and telling everybody, like we need reparations, da da da. And
Famous plug.
You said what? Shameless plug.
Oh.
But this is not a shameless plug.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is it's not shameless. What I'm saying is I did a joke about the reparations, and I told white people like every white person's audience owes me $5. And a couple of white people paid me too. A couple of them paid me. So we might be on, you know what I'm saying? Might be on to something. We might be. No, that's some bullshit. We might be on to something. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Some white people are on our side as far as getting the reparations. So we might be on to something. Just walk up to a white person and do that. Hey man, I need reparations. My generations of my family and ancestors, we had shit. I can't build wealth for my family or whatever. I need reparations. You owe me $5 motherfucking.
Give me reparations.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta start somewhere. More so, I got paid at the open mic, and most people don't get paid at the open mic. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I don't know. I thought that would just be something silly to end this song.
Yeah. Well. Last point. We were talking about like that nobody knows like what Juneteenth is and all that stuff. My last point was like they were still like passing laws to like not teach like black history in side schools. They with that whole like with that whole like race theory stuff that they were talking about. I personally don't know why they had to put a name to it. That they could have just snuck it into the curriculum. It's just called it Black History. But yeah, like not so like we don't know what it is, and not only do they not want to learn, they're purposely saying we're not learning it. Period, which is crazy.
Shit. Well, that does it for quick hits. That wasn't quick at all, but that does it for this week. Let's hit the comments one last time. Anything, fellas?
I don't think we got anything.
No, and we ain't got. And Von, we ain't bitch ass in here either. But okay, it's cool. Go ahead.
What I want to do is before we go, I want to give a shout out to you, my brother. Happy belated birthday. We wasn't on when we celebrated your birthday, so we gonna recap that.
Thank you.
Birthday shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Once again, birthday shout out to DJ Touch. She stay in the motherfucking building, even though she
DJ Touch. Happy birthday.
You know what I'm saying?
Cancer's in the building. You feel me?
You know what I mean? So
appreciate that, Tom. Thank you so much.
No doubt.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys too. Thank you so much. Let's hit the gem of the week.
Yep.
Malachi.
Today's gem of the week is a movie called Just Mercy, released in December of 2019. This film is led by Michael B. Jordan, who plays a Harvard law degree student named Brian Stevenson. He is digging into the case of Walter McMillan, who was accused of the murder of a white woman, Rhonda, I forgot her last name, Rhonda, in a 1986 murder. He was wrongfully accused of it, and he was sentenced to life in prison. And Brian Stevenson, played by Michael B. Jordan, is digging into that case to get him freed, because he was wrongfully convicted. So it's a great movie. Check it out. Jamie Foxx is definitely a legend. I always enjoy his performances. And Michael B. Jordan is an up-and-coming legend as well. So definitely check that film out. Just Mercy.
You love throwing that word legend around, man.
Jamie is definly a legend now.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
Of course. I'm talking about Michael B. Jordan.
I love
Michael B. Jordan.
I probably pushed it with that. I said up and coming, but I still probably pushed it.
Up and coming.
Jamie Foxx is definitely a legend. Like,
Jamie Foxx is
definitely.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx is an underrated actor. He's overall creative. His ability to go from.
He's very talented. He can act, sing, funny as hell, dog ass comedian, impersonator. He's a quadruple threat. He's a dog.
He is.
Yeah, Jamie is definitely a fucking. He wasn't. I got one throwing it around with him.
No.
That's on. But thank you for that, Malachi. That's here. What's up, Tom? What's up? What's up, Tom?
I did not like blaming on the alcohol.
I hated that song, to be clear.
I didn't like that song. He's a talented musician. You can't take that away from him. He is a talented musician.
Yeah, I don't think he's a legend in the game.
He was when he did Ray like that.
Right.
Ray was good.
Ray was good. Ray was great. Like
great.
I completely forgot that was Jamie Foxx inside that film until the one scene he took off his sunglasses, and I was like, oh shit, that is Jamie Foxx. I really thought it was Ray.
Did you see The Soloist?
No, I didn't.
No, I ain't see that.
Oh yeah, y'all need to see that. Man, you talking about some acting?
Well, yeah, thank you for that.
I know how you are when you give out shout outs and homage to people. Oh shit!
Watch the film.
Okay, yes. Now that Tones done shit on that does it for our episode of Basketball, episode 63, Sound of the Times. I'm your host, Jake. Fellas, any last words? Tone, you first.
Be aware of the symbolism that you see in America, period, man. Like, I just want to point one thing out. BT Awards have a big issue with symbolism. Black men on there wearing dresses, black men over there dressed like children, women on there blessed. Women on there, they look very clad, you know what I mean? And then you have Jack Barlow, one lone white guy dressed like he's the only sane person amongst these animals. Watch the symbolism. Kirk Franklin wearing the trans symbol. You know what I mean? Hey, look, if that's your lifestyle, that's your lifestyle. But you have to be aware of symbolisms. You know what I mean? Because they there. You just don't know it because you ain't paying attention to it. These are the signs of the time. Go ahead, Malachi.
Yeah. Dear Future Husband on Amazon Prime. Check it out. I'll get at y'all. Peace.
Dan.
No, I'm good. Yeah. Till next week, y'all.
All right, thank y'all for rocking with us as always.
Yeah, thanks for everybody rocking with us too. Thanks for we've been going hard. So yeah.
Yeah. Like what Malachi said, thank you all very much. This Mask Off, episode 63. We out.
Sign of the time. Pay attention.